What is going on, everybody? It's Franz, and we're back again for a Smackdown live review for Smackdown episode from September 25th, 2018, where we had probably the best ending in a good while with Samoa Joe invading quote-unquote AJ Styles' house and sending AJ Styles down an emotional roller coaster that he probably has not felt before. AJ Styles actually was begging Samoa Joe not to enter his house. It was definitely a great ending. My question is this all going to be for nothing, or are they finally going to reward Samoa Joe the WWE Championship in Melbourne, Australia? We have to wait and find out. We'll hear from Samoa Joe later on in this thing, but we did start out with not Miz TV, but Truth TV with Daniel Bryan as the special guest.
Welcome to the most must-see talk show. Welcome to Truth TV.
We have R-Truth and Carmella in the ring, and Carmella's got not longer blonde. She's no longer blonde. She dyed her hair. I think it's brunette, which looks way better on her anyway compared to the blonde hair. Just saying.
How did we let this happen? Okay, real quick. Can I get a what's up?
What's up?
I like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the yes man himself, Daniel Bryan!
I still don't know how they decided that we're going to say, hey, we're going to make Carmella a babyface just like that. That's what it's weird.
You've been dealing with Miz plotting and scheming for 8 years. Last week, you was able to foil his plans with the other Carmella.
Talking about Maurice.
No offense. I'm glad you dyed your hair. You starting to confuse people. How cathartic would it be finally defeating Miz at Super Showdown and getting one step closer to the WWE Championship?
Truth actually asked a question that makes sense.
Wow, Truth, that was actually a really insightful question.
Truth drops truth. That's what he did.
This show is already way better than Miz TV. And as you know, Miz and I have been going after...
Wait, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I'm so sorry, but Truth, it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
Hey, hold that thought, D. I just got word that it's time for the Truth TV
7
seconds
seconds Are you
dance
kidding
break.
me?
Hit
This is outrageous. This is embarrassing.
Go, Truth! Go, Mella!
As you were saying,
You guys have dance breaks on the show.
next time be ready. I got an animal segment coming up with some people from the Denver Zoo. But I want to hear more about you and Miz at Super Showdown.
Do you know what this means? Do you know what this means? You're out here celebrating the fact that you foiled one of my 300 ideas last week. Understand that I have an idea for every second of every day, and I will have thousands more to come at WWE Super Showdown. I will do anything, and I mean anything, to move on to the WWE Championship. Will you? Huh, Daniel, will you? Nah. You're too proud to do what it takes to win, and that is why you consistently let down the people that care for you. The only way that you can beat me is if you compromise your own moral code. But you can't do it, Daniel. It's impossible, because if you cheat, you'll not only be stealing the hope from these people, but you will be forever tarnishing the name Daniel Bryan.
You won't be doing no tolerant blasting people's name out like that. Not on my show. Not on my show, Miz. And all that extra talking, you done killed my animal segment. You know what? Miz, you are banned from Truth TV for life.
You can't bandit the Miz.
You just banded the Miz.
Animal segment, this isn't even your show.
You want your show back?
Bandit.
Fight
You are
for it
bandit for
right
life.
now.
Fight you for what? This is my dance break!
Here we go again.
It somehow keeps getting worse.
God.
Hi.
Then he goes back and gets Aiden in gorilla position.
Hi. Yeah, hi. Did you
I
see
noticed
what's
him
going
using
on
gorilla
there?
position a lot
Did you see
more
what's going on
with
out there?
WWE segments
It
in
is a
past
joke.
years.
How can you replace a groundbreaking show like Miz TV
It's a nice setup.
with that? That out there. That is crap. That is nothing. I want Truth TV canceled right here, right now. Tell them.
Well, you heard what Truth said. If you want Miz TV back, you're gonna have to run on out there and win it back. Go on.
It's my show.
Bye. Go win it back.
And of course, that led to our first match, which would happen to be The Miz versus R-Truth. And if anyone knows what the booking is like, because R-Truth beat The Miz last time, Miz would beat R-Truth here, but he would not do it normally. He would get Miz would give a thumb to Truth's eye when R-Truth, or when the referee is distracted. He would hit the Skull Crusher for now, and you think, oh, this match is over. But Miz is like, no, that's some insult to injury here, and I'm going to stand up, taunt Daniel Bryan while I'm looking dead at him. Get up, get in the corner, start doing the yes chant, which the crowd was chanting no the entire time. And then he hit a sloppy, very, very sloppy running knee. It was not a good run whatsoever. It was very bad. And Miz, the 1, 2, 3. And he books it before Daniel Bryan could get into the ring, who was on commentary at the time, just to, celebrate his victory. Then we move on here as we get closer to the Super Showdown. They did talk about Carmella, which not Carmella, but by the way, this entire first two things right here took up majority of the first half of the show, with the Truth TV and the Miz versus R-Truth. That was like half the show, it felt like. They show us earlier in the night where Charlotte Flair was taking a picture for her pediatric cancer shirt, and you saw her get beat down by Becky Lynch. And after the beatdown, you go back to the commentators, and the entire time the fans are chanting Becky, Becky, Becky. No matter what Becky does, it just seems like she could probably cheat to win, and fans would still cheer her for, especially if she did it to Charlotte. Fans would probably still cheer her. Nothing they do works. Nothing they do works. Then we move on to Sheamus versus Big E. Big E took on Sheamus in a pretty good, decent match. These guys are the big brutes of their teams. So this match ended in a really awesome way. And the big ending, it looked like we had the big ending happening. And Sheamus grabs the ropes, so Big E tosses him off of him because he's not going to let go of the ropes. Big E, of course, turns right around into a row kick for the 1, 2, 3. So, Sheamus and Cesaro both beat a member of the New Day, which then in turn tells me that this is just like when the Bludgeon Brothers were the tag team champions and they will do singles matches. The Super Showdown, we are not going to see SmackDown Live tag team champions. The New Day are going to keep those titles for a good bit. In the back, then we had Paige talk to AJ about the contract signing. She doesn't want to see this turn to be anything more than just a contract signing. She doesn't want it to be burst into chaos. And she's like, those monitors are very, very expensive. And he's like, don't worry, I'm just here to sign a contract. And the only breaking I'm going to do is Samoa Joe at Super Showdown. She's like, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. We get in Lana, then we pan over to Lana. She's knocking on Rusev's door. Rusev looks at her and says, Aiden's going to pay, but tonight I want to know why he did what he did. They head to the ring, and we get a promo from them, and they call out Aiden. Has some words for Mr. and Mrs. Rusev, and at the end of this makes a little bit of an accusation on what happened one night in a certain town.
Last week, my friend, my partner, Aiden English, betrayed me. And he did it on the greatest day of them all. What day? That's right, he did it on Rusev Day. The day makes him a traitor. But before I crush his skinny little soul,
I want him to come out here and explain to me why Aiden attacked me. So come on out here, Aiden the traitor, and explain yourself.
Look, I know.
Aiden English also has a Happy Aiden Day, and his microphone now says Happy Aiden Day on it with Chicago, like the Chicago flag colors of red, blue, baby blue, white, and baby blue, like you would. I thought, and I was like, is he from Chicago? And it turns out he is, so that's why Happy Aiden Day is baby blue, white, and baby blue.
I know you're angry, and you have every right to be, but this is not my fault. None of this is my fault. Rusev, before I met you, you were the super athlete. You were supremely talented. But none of these people cared about you. You were floundering. You lacked direction. But I saw potential in you, and I joined your side. I made you the most beloved superstar in WWE. Exactly. How amazing were we? I mean, at WrestleMania, we had more than 70,000 people chanting for us. And not just during the match, the whole night. I mean, we were destined to be legends. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. She happened.
They showed a video before of like the beginning of Rusev Day, and then they showed another video of everything that's happened since Lana has started coming around Rusev Day.
You see, it's so simple. Things were better when it was just you and me, not you, me, and her.
Seriously, Aiden. Seriously. Before you, I helped Rusev be an unstoppable force.
4 years ago.
Got him a tank to ride out at WrestleMania and
3 years ago.
help him crush people.
4 years ago, because after he lost that same WrestleMania, where he came in and with a tank and then lost to John Cena, what did Rusev do? He started to flounder. He was directionless. They didn't do anything with him. So, and you would take it away from him because they wanted to try and make you a solo star in the women's division, and they realized that wasn't going to happen, and that wasn't a good idea. And by the time they figured that out, Rusev Day was this hot commodity. They're like, well, fuck it, we'll just put it with them. So, yeah, Lana, you're talking about stuff that happened years ago compared to what's happened since then, before Rusev Day.
And I'm going to give it up to you, Aiden. You do a great job on being a glorified cheerleader. But the truth is that you are just trying to create a name for yourself using Rusev.
Okay, fair enough. Nobody here would question your dedication to your husband. You stand by him, you support him, you're honest with him. I mean, that's why you were gonna tell him what I said about you last week, right? But I gotta wonder, with all your honesty, Lana is the best, and Lana is so honest, but if she's so honest, I gotta ask, are you gonna tell him about that one night in Milwaukee?
What happened in Milwaukee? He jumps the mic and gives, and that was the end of that segment. What happened in Milwaukee? Only a few guesses, something salacious. Corey Graves just seemed to be happy about all of this, that there's some salaciousness going on in the world of Aiden English. I mean, of Rusev Day, you know. So, let's see. Where we have my notes. Let's see. Definitely going to be interesting to see what happens, but I do agree. Rusev was floundering years after from WrestleMania 31 until Rusev Day last year. The start of Rusev Day last year, he really didn't do anything outside of his time in the League of Nations, and let's all forget about the League of Nations. So that is going to be something to be interesting to look at for next week. We see Naomi and Asuka training in the back. Asuka training like not Lana, but Naomi puts these gloves on, these training gloves, and Asuka is hitting those things so fast that I'm surprised she has the ability to use her hand. So they're going to have a match next against, I thought was going to be Iconics, but that's going to be happening at Super Showdown. So they get Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. But before that, we go to Rusev and Lana, who were in the back. And Lana is not happy about this. She thinks Rusev doesn't believe her when she says that she doesn't know what he's talking about. This is just going to be something real interesting.
I don't even know what Aiden's even talking about. What? I mean, you believe me, right?
Of course. I just wondered why would he say something about Milwaukee?
Milwaukee, eh? Fun town. If you please, just mind your own business, please.
Me?
Becky Lynch comes in.
You'd be better off concentrating on your little Milwaukee business, unless you want to get carried out of here like Charlotte Flair was earlier. I run this women's division now, and seeing as that's where you try to perform, that makes you my business. Now, when I get my way, you might want to have your husband, Rusev, here carry your bags out to the car when I'm done with you, because you're not going to be physically able to when you walk back through that curtain. Milwaukee, huh?
I love Becky Lynch. Just really awesome. Like, they're just having her be this, like, I don't give a fuck about anyone but myself character. Even though she should be a heel, she's not a heel. It's just really awesome. And then we had the Iconics in the ring. They start no music's playing, but then Naomi's music hits, and Naomi and Asuka versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. It was a typical match, typical tag team match. But the ending, though, you had Sonya Deville in the middle of the ring. You had Asuka and Naomi both do a kick to her head, pretty much knocking her clean out. 1, 2, 3. Asuka and Naomi are going towards Super Showdown, where they will be taking on the Iconics. So, okay, I guess. Then comes one of the knockers of the night, where you had Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ty Dillinger. This match was going pretty good for Ty Dillinger. He's in the corner laying fist on Nakamura, and then Randy Orton, for some reason, just comes in, throws him down, beats him down, tosses him all around the outside, tosses him over the announce table, because you know that's written in every beatdown that you have, is that you have to throw the person you're beating down over the over the announce table. Picks him up, drops him down, hits him back in the ring, stomps on him, stomps on his lip, drops him on the top rope, then Ty Dillinger's down. He grabs him, draping him off of the apron, and hits a draping DDT to the floor, and then knocks the 10 and walks off. Nakamura grabs his title, looks like he's about to leave. He stops, drops the title, turns around, and hits a Kinshasa to Ty Dillinger in the LED board. Definitely awful. That awful move right there. It looked devastating. That was awesome. Yeah, let's see. We get Orton in the back explaining why he attacked. Why he attacked Ty Dillinger. That he's not his next victim. It's just something about Ty Dillinger sets him off.
Nickelodeon.
Excuse me, Randy? Why did you attack Ty Dillinger just now? Is he your next victim?
No. No. I think what it boils down to, though, Rome,
is that perfect 10 crap. Just pisses me off.
So, who next victim for Randy Orton? That has yet to be seen. But I guess it's not Ty Dillinger, but he does not like the perfect 10 at all. Lana's getting ready for her match. Rusev comes in and she questions if he believes her on the Milwaukee thing. We get a Milwaukee chant. And she just is like, yeah, sure, whatever, and walks off. So she has her match with Becky Lynch. Lana gets a jobber entry. Becky comes out with all the confidence in the world. She definitely looks like it's a new Becky Lynch. She's not coming out doing her special pose that she used to do. She has a title. Crowd's cheering for her as she races the title on all 4 ropes. Milwaukee chant for the match. This match was short and sweet. Winner by submission was Becky Lynch. And then Aiden is asked about how he's going to show that he has proof or anything for this video evidence.
Excuse me, Aiden, would you care to elaborate on what exactly happened in Milwaukee?
No, not right now. But I will, because I have proof.
What kind of proof?
Next week, I'll show the video evidence.
Can't wait to see what that video proof is. That is going to be interesting. And it's time for the contract signing. This is interesting. But yeah, Paige is out here for the contract signing. As you know, contract signings go. You get your contract signing and somebody gets put through a table. Not tonight. It's for a different reason.
And the man that
She does bring out AJ Styles first, and then she calls for Samoa Joe, but Joe doesn't come.
WWE Super Showdown, Samoa Joe! I'm sorry. I got told he was going to be here by now. I apologize.
Are you kidding me? You really think he has enough guts to come down here, look me eye to eye, face to face, and sign on the dotted line? In fact, he's more likely to attack me from behind, because that's how Samoa Joe works. But right here in Denver, Colorado, I got eyes in the back of my head. And Joe may not be out here right now, that's fine. But we know where he's gonna be. WWE Super Showdown in Australia, he's got another opportunity to try to take this championship away from me. In a match where there's no disqualification, no countouts, no rules, it's almost like this is a match right up Samoa Joe's alley, because he doesn't follow the rules, Paige. But in a match like this...
Oh, AJ.
Oh, there he is.
All of a sudden, Samoa Joe shows Titan John.
The great thing about our business is that we get to travel all over the world, see strange things that we never thought we'd see.
And AJ just quickly signs on the dotted line.
Ever find ourselves. And tonight, I find myself in one of those places.
I'm pretty sure Styles does not have Styles on his mailbox at home.
At my house, Paige. This dude's at my house. What are you doing at my house?
You know, I told Wendy and little Annie that Daddy was coming home, but where are you tonight? In Denver, Colorado.
I'm gonna rip your head off, Joe!
I mean, look at this place, man. I mean, champ, you have done well for yourself. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, right down to the white picket fence. AJ, you always did like the classics now, didn't you?
What do you want, Joe?
Wonder what you're feeling right now, AJ. Are you feeling helpless? Is that helplessness slowly morphing into horror? Because you realize there is nothing you can do right now. Are you getting that nauseous feeling in your stomach? Ah. Are you feeling guilty? Instead of being here, where you could make a difference tonight. No. You're far, far away. What to do, what to do.
Hold on a second, Joe. Just hold on, man.
Let me help you out. AJ, right now, I need you to get your phone out. I need you to call Wendy and... You don't bring your phone to the ring, do you? Well, that's all right. I mean, we wouldn't want to ruin the surprise anyways. I mean, after all, I did get a nice gift for Annie.
Oh, come on, Joe. Don't do this,
I
man.
think she's gonna love it.
Don't go in my house, dude. Joe, listen to me. Listen to me, man. Back up, dude.
Is that guilt? Is that turning into rage? Oh, you are angry, aren't you? You are fired up. Ooh. Is that blood boiling? It should, because you know, like I know, your family is home right now.
Get away, Joe. Please, man, I'm begging you, bro. I'm begging you.
What's that rage feel like now? Is it turning to fear, AJ? Is it? Are you becoming paralyzed? Are you confused? Do you not know what to do? Are you falling to pieces? Good. And I want you to remember that feeling, because that is exactly how you will feel when I beat you for the WWE Championship in Australia. You denied me the WWE Championship. That's one thing when you stole it from me, AJ. That demanded consequences.
Hey, man, I'm begging you, man. I'm begging you. Please.
But there's plenty of time for that.
Please, Joe, just walk away, man. Don't do anything stupid. Joe.
Do I just let myself in? No. That would be rude. I'll just ring the doorbell. Daddy's home.
Absolutely one, and that's how the show ended. That was absolutely awesome. They were making it really hard not to give Samoa champion on Super Showdown next Saturday. That's going to be interesting to see what happens on the Go Home show. Will these two pretty much come to blows, or we wait till next Saturday? Only time will tell. That is your SmackDown Live review for this week. It was a good show with a really good ending. Makes you wonder what's going to happen next week with these two. What's going to happen with Aiden English Truth, and what's going to happen with Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair as we get so much closer to Showdown. Make sure to find me on Twitter at TheFrance. Find me on twitch.tv/TheFrance08. Hit that subscribe button. Comment down below. Like or dislike this video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for